This is going to be a solid video. When it comes to the thick of things, you have to accept what is. There's going to be certain things that happen in this life that's absolutely insanity to ourselves. And chosen ones must embrace this insanity. The things that happens to us that we can't control. To worry about things that you can't control, to be angry at things that you can't control, is a waste of your life. It's a waste of your time. You have to accept what is. Be accepting of what is. We don't necessarily like that inflation is here. We don't necessarily like the price of food. We don't necessarily like the price of gases. We don't necessarily like the prices of homes nowadays. We don't like paying taxes, but guess what? Even the chosen ones are only so powerful. And there's something else controlling this world that is much more powerful. And the only thing we can do to be as powerful as we can possibly be and control as much as we can possibly be in is to accept what is that we cannot control. And start working towards the things that we can control. Start taking action and doing things that we can have control over. Because there's a lot of unnecessary things happening in this world. There's a lot of unnecessary things happening with both genders. Relationships, things of that nature are failing today more than ever. Human beings, in my opinion, are failing today more than ever. And the only thing we can do is control ourselves and be the best that we can be and let everything else take its place. Because we can't control others. We can't control the government. We can't control their prices of anything. But we can control what we do. And if we can control what we do, and we do the right things on a daily basis with the 24 hours that we have in front of us, we can increase chances by a lot of having things the way we want them to be, the way things probably should be. And that's it. So it's very important to accept what is, instead of being mad or going crazy over what is not. Going crazy about gas prices, going crazy about food, going crazy about anything. We have to accept what we can't control. If you need gas and the prices are a bit up right now, you can be mad about it and say, F this, but you still have to buy it. So to put any energy or thought into like, damn, it's just stupid. Like, it is what it is. Everything is what it is. And what's going to make our lives better is accepting what actually is instead of being pissed about what ain't. Or being pissed about like what's happening that we can't control. But we can control the actions we take. We can control the ways we think. We can control what we do in a 24-hour period. We can make our lives into what it's supposed to be by focusing on what we're doing instead of being mad about what ain't. Gas prices being up. We can't just be so angry and they're going to come back down. We're going to be like, yay, I got what I want. It's just not going to happen until it happens. And that's great when it does happen. And I'm just using this stuff as an example. Like, it could be anything in the world that we can't control. If World War III happens, the best thing we can do is not, oh my goodness, it's happening, and freak out about it. Stay calm. Understand that it's about to go down. Get prepared. Get ready for it. Because it's coming. Whether you like it or not, we don't have that much damn power. There's things controlling this damn world that pretty much have all the power and leverage. What makes us powerful as chosen ones is doing what we do and controlling our own actions to the best of our abilities. And this will ultimately make you a very powerful force in the world. And human beings, in my opinion, would be much more powerful if they controlled their own 24-hour periods a lot better and did what they were supposed to do. Honestly, if everybody on earth was like me, like the exact spitting image of me, the world would be insane. The world would have a lot of peace, but it's like people would look like very dangerous people. Calm but dangerous. Calculated but dangerous. It's like, it'd be crazy. I'm just trying to envision what it would be like if every person was like me, like the whole atmosphere of the world. Or maybe if everybody was like you. Try to envision if every single person on earth was exactly like you. It'd be crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, the only thing we can do is control our own actions. Bad things happen, guys. That's the whole point of this video. Bad things happen. Bad things come. Unnecessary things happen. Unnecessary things come to us out of nowhere. Things can be going so perfect. Something comes and just destroys something you're doing. I'm not naive and like stupid to think I'm on a hot streak, everything's just gonna be so perfect. Oh my God, I'm this shit. I'm not that naive. I'm not that stupid. I don't think I was ever that stupid, but there are people who are that stupid. They get a little bit of a hot streak going, they think they're untouchable. Nobody's untouchable. Nobody. Anything can happen. Anything. There's nothing wrong with carrying yourself with ultimate confidence, because you must. But we're still humble enough to know anything can happen at any time. Absolutely anything. An aircraft could hit my house right now and kill me. Like anything could happen. So you have to be smart enough to know bad things can happen. Bad things absolutely can happen. And what makes the big difference is how you, as a singular human being, handle these bad things that happen. If you're going to the gym and you hurt yourself like me sometimes, like my knee, or my shoulder, the back of my neck area, the nerve damage. When I was 19, it put me out for a month and a week. I was going to a chiropractor and getting punctured and all that other stuff, but I had to take time off. I can't force it. I could barely sleep. I could barely move my shoulder or neck. I was like right stiff and I had to move a certain way or else it would trigger it and it would just like attack that area. And it's like, if I go to the gym, if I even, in fact, let alone going to the gym, if I even move like this or anything, it just attacks. Like I have to just let time do its thing. I can't control what's going on right now, but I can control what I do in the process to let this heal quicker so I can get back in the ball. So it's not about what happens to us, it's how we react to the things that happen. If a close family member passes in your life and it just breaks you to your knees, you end up so down, so sad, so depressed, so, oh my God, it feels like the world's coming to an end because someone so close to me has passed away. You're obviously going to grieve about it. You're going to have grief. You're going to feel sad, but it is ultimately how you react and how you carry yourself going forward is what's going to make the difference, because things like that do break people's spirit. Some people turn to substances. Some people turn to alcohol and stuff to drown out the pain. That only makes things worse. In fact, alcohol makes everything worse. I don't care who you are. It does. But the point is that you make the right decisions regardless of what happens, because, guys, we are not invincible. We bleed red. We bleed blood, just like everybody else. Like the color of his hat, like the color of my shirt, like the color in his background. Red. We bleed. Like, we can die. We're not invincible. Things are going to happen in this lifetime. A whole lot of things. A whole lot of people we know is going to die. We are going to die. So, what matters when things happen, how we react. How strong are we internally? Because I know when certain people in my life pass, it's going to be tough. It's going to hit. But it's how I continue to move after these things hit. I've already had people that I know very close to me passed. And I know what it feels like. I know how I reacted, and I know how to deal with certain things. If something terrible happens to my life and causes a whole bunch of problems and issues and something crazy, I know how to come back from anything, guys. Anything. And I want to give you guys this speech today so you can be internally stronger as well and react to things much better that happens that's not in your favor. It's very important. It's very important to carry yourself with strength, with determination, with sheer will, work ethic, and determination. Never back down. Even if World War III happens, do not back down. Don't cower away. Don't, just take it as it is. If you have to get up and fight, you have to get up and fight. I'm not saying go out there and run in the middle of the battlefield and just get shot to death. I'm not saying that. But if things happen, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm going out there and I'm fighting. I'm not just sticking in one spot. I'm going out there slaying dragons. I'm cutting heads off with machetes. And I'm not going to back myself into a corner to get eaten, to get bit. Don't you bite me. Off with your head. So, I'll be running and gunning. But you guys get the point. It's how we react to the shit that's going to happen to us. Because a lot of things is going to happen that's effed up. I've already seen a whole bunch of things. I've already been through a bunch of things, and I understand. I'm not naive to think I'm so invincible and life is amazing and everything's just going to be so great. And it's not that we have to sit back and just wait for bad things to happen, being right paranoid about it. It's just, you can live a great life with confidence and carry yourself very well, like damn near invincible, but you have to know in the back of your mind that things can happen. And when it does, it's how you react. Like I said in my last video, if your friends turn into demons, it's how you're going to react. Are you going to try to stay in the mix of all that stuff, and just because you knew them, you're just going to stick around and get abused and get on treated poorly and all this other stuff? No. That's not the right answer. You have to do what's right, or else you will lose yourself. That's something I even wish I knew younger, and I knew it probably younger than most people alive, but even younger, and we had to go through things to learn. I would have cut certain exes off a lot sooner. I would have cut a lot of friends off a lot sooner. I would have cut a lot of people off a lot sooner. A lot sooner. But sometimes we gotta get hit hard enough to be like, okay, I get it. And you learn such a lesson. It serves you for the rest of your life. When you learn these hard lessons, it serves you for the rest of your life when you start to handle things a lot better. You might not handle things that well at first because it's like a first time, and the first time things just hit different. But then you get up and you learn. And it makes you better. Learning is earning. Wisdom, financial gain, anything. Learning is earning. The more you learn, the more you go through, the less scared you are, and you just walk through life like a monster, you will do better. You're prepared. You're willing for anything. You're willing and ready for anything. Little things ain't gonna happen, and it's just gonna take a total, like, bro, some people are so weak. The littlest things could happen. There's things like a quarter, like maybe 1 out of 4, like like lesser than what I've experienced, and people crumble. People turn to things. Like, if that's not weakness, I don't know what is. People think they're all hard because they smoke a cigarette. People think they're all hard because they drink. Oh, I'm so cool. It depends on the reason, buddy. It depends on the reason. Because some people have to have those things, and like, that's weak. It is weak. You know it's not good for you. You know it causes problems. Yeah. Not smart decision making. Like, make better decisions. Life comes down to your own decisions, your decision making. Most of the time we do things to ourselves. In the past, when I made certain decisions, I did it to myself. I get backstabbed a little bit too hard from past friends. I did it to myself because I stuck around too long. I did too many things too long. You don't want to lose friends. No one necessarily wants to lose people they were once really close with or cool with. Nobody wants to do that. But sometimes it just has to happen. And it's up to you how you handle it. I had to let go so I could grow because it's holding me back. Past people are holding me back. You can't let it happen. You have to have a forward movement in life and not be scared, not back down from anything. I don't care who your past friend was. You have to let them go. And as you let them go and you continue to focus on your life, you are going to grow exponentially. When you see them again, it's going to shock the ever-living hell out of them. They're going to look like they've seen a ghost because they haven't saw you for a long time and you have changed drastically. In fact, when I see certain people, and this has happened just recently, they're not used to the person that has changed, which is yourself. They start to talk to you as if you're that same person you used to be, and you're not that at all. And these people can almost not even look at you. They almost can't even look at you. It's like they pretend like you're still you, but it's like they talk and then they look away, and it's just like, yeah, we know he's different, but let me just keep pretending like he's just the same person he used to be because I am. You know what I'm saying? Nah. We ain't finna hold ourselves back in life. And I have no problem with people staying the same. If they want to stay the same, that's on them, but I can't hold myself back. I can only control what I can control. I can only do the things that I'm gonna do, and the same thing with you. We can't be dependent on shit from another human being alive. That's what I've learned. And I've learned it time and time again. There might be one person, maybe 2 people, maybe 5 tops that you can actually depend on. Guess what? Even those people one day are going to pass away. So what are you going to do? You should be self-sufficient. You should be independent. You should be able to hold your own. You should be able to take care of yourself in every way, shape, and form. You should be an absolute animal. And some people look at us like, oh my God, why is he living this way? Why is he doing all this? Why is he trying so hard? Why? These people are clueless, man. They're absolutely clueless. They're oblivious. It's just like, have fun. Because y'all are the same people that might just end up on the street. Homeless. Like, are you kidding me, man? Look at the world we're living in. It's not so easy to do certain things. It's not just so easy to do certain things. It's not just so easy to buy a home. If you want to buy a nice home today, you got to bust your ass. Bust your ass. Like, it's not no easy task. You got to bust your ass. And people wonder why. And they're all bums. It's like, you can keep being a bum and wonder why that I'm so committed to my life. I guess. Be my guest. But yeah, man, some people even think you're a bad person for being self-sufficient, not being able to depend on nobody. Some people want you to depend on them, bro. And if that's not toxic, I don't know what is. Like, I don't know what is. Like, I'm not a dog. I don't need you to feed me. I can feed myself. I can cook myself. I can clean my own home. I can do my own laundry. I can get my own shit. Like everything. I can work out myself. I don't need a gym partner either. So. And I also don't need a college professor. Nothing like that. Hallelujah. So last thing here, guys, is like I said, it's how you react to the things that are going to happen to you. Don't think nothing bad is going to happen. If you think all the bad times are done, I'm not going to get tested no more, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. Even look at Andrew Tate. He done it all, right? Made the millions, hundreds of millions. Has a mansion, all this crazy stuff. Do you think he's just oblivious to think, oh, everything's done, I'm just blessed, perfect? He got raided. His home got raided. He got thrown into jail, prison, whatever. The attacks are going to continue to come, especially for the chosen. The attacks are going to continue to come, regardless of how big, regardless of how small, regardless of anything you are. There's always going to be something next. There's always going to be something else that's bad that's knocking on your door just waiting to happen. And it's how, as a man or a woman, you react to these things that happen, because bad things are going to continue to happen. This life is not what we were made to believe when we were younger, because guess what? Our own parents, or the people around us, they want to make it believe like this world is so amazing, right? Easter Bunny, Christmas, look at the Tooth Fairy, you're just blessed. There's a sweet young kid, you're just blessed. Go to sleep, twinkle toes. You blessed. That's not the real world. Everything about what I just said is completely false. We were made to believe this world was just sunshine and lollipops. Then you become an adult. Even before an adult, you start to clue in. This world is cold. People's cold. So you got to be tough. You got to be strong. You have no choice but to be a warrior, because if you don't choose to be a warrior, you are done. And you are going to suffer a fast demise. Like all your enemies. You have enemies because they are all failures. Every enemy the chosen one has is a failure. I don't know an enemy I have. And I don't see anyone as my enemy. People put me in a light as like the bad guy or the enemy or something like this, because they're so stunned with their own lives. They hate how much of a warrior you are, and how you can handle things in life and keep pressing forward and gain success. Because of your durability, your stamina, your willingness to win in this world, regardless of what happens to you, regardless of all the bad, it don't matter. You're a warrior. In fact, the more bad things that happen to the chosen ones, the more they're going to win. Because you use all that as positive fuel. You turn all that bad fuel into positive stuff. Like, I've gotten jacked because certain things have happened to me. I was already pretty jacked up even before I even hit the gym. I was just naturally in shape from sports and everything else. But like, I took things to a whole nother level because certain things got under my skin, certain things has happened to me, and it caused me to grow. And that's what we do. We don't back down and, oh, does this even look right now? Oh, no, it doesn't, because it's not who I am. We don't turn to things for an answer. We run through shit that tries to harm us. Because we don't back down. We're actual real life warriors. And we ain't backing down from shit. Whatever goes against us is doomed, because it's not going to win. People can try to check us sometimes and do things to us. We're playing the long game. We're playing chess, which is a much more advanced game that takes a lot more skill. that just move in one way. There's many ways you can move. And when people try to get us, guess what? We're playing this a long way. You're doomed in the end. That's how we get everybody else. That's what they don't understand. Because they don't have the natural born intelligence. They don't get life the way we get life. A lot of those people are very naive. They don't get life like we get life. So stay focused. Whatever happens, it's how you react.